And we are live. This is going to be a very exciting race. Hello everybody. We're just waiting for a couple of teams to ready up. As well for some drivers here. Go. As we are just waiting for the drivers, we can either speculate who is going to take the lead in the qualifying round, and for my thoughts, it's going to be either Troja or one of the McLarens who will take the pole in the qualifying round, because they are very fast, as we could see in the previous races. The most we're going to look at over this track is going to be the stadium section, where there's a very tight hairpin. There's going to be loads of drama there. Or maybe in a fast left-hander and right-hander. As we should have started the race 2 minutes ago, as I'm looking on my watch here. So the teams, how many Williams drivers there are? I think there's 2 Williams drivers, 2 Haas drivers, 2 Alfa drivers, 2 Taurus, 2 Renaults. Obviously 1 Mercedes driver, which is a shame. And yeah, 2 Mercedes now. 2 Mercedes drivers, but there's 1 Red Bull and 2 Red Bulls, 2 Tauruses. As you can see, Milan took over for Cosman here. Hello there. Cosman is not driving for Red Bull. I think that's because he has some personal stuff to do, but Milan took over, so he might be the reserve driver for Red Bull. That's going to be very interesting. And here we go, 10 drivers already readied up, 11 drivers now. As the countdown goes down, the countdown has begun. We are getting closer to qualifying session, which is going to be very exciting around this Mexican track. You're like, I love you, and Flora also. I'm so happy that everybody's has their own, like, every single driver has their own support kind of guy. It's so great. Support your drivers, do wish them as best as you can. As my wishes go for the one of the Mercedes drivers, Maku there. Hope he does well this race. And here we are on the pit road. Fitted, road, and full track map. And here we go. Set up everything. And who's going to come out first out of the pits? "20 drivers on a grid." That's going to be interesting. Sector 2 is going to be very interesting in this race, and Sector 3. Because Sector 2, at the beginning of Sector 2, there are tight corners, and Sector 3 has a chicane kind of turn. So it's going to be very interesting to look over there. But it has a very long straight, so loads of DRS overtaking might happen, loads of drag. As nobody is coming out of the pits yet. And here we go, 18 minutes of qualifying have begun. Everybody is choosing their setups right now. And they should be going out on the out lap, then onto the qualifying lap. As we can see, Noko Chopin is going on hard compound tyres. ASR in Mercedes is going on medium compound, as we can hear the engine starting to rev. And the rest of the grid is going on softs. And ASR, and the first one to leave the pits is John. Right behind him is Ramps, and then ASR Bogdan. As here comes John to the first corner of his out lap. Just trying to get the tyres warm. Trying to understand the circuit even more. Oh, a little bit of lags there. Love you, Marco. Look at that, warming up the tyres nicely there. There we are, on board with John for his qualifying lap right now. That's going to start. And let's see how well he does. Here we go, coming up to the straight, maximising that speed, maximising the revs in the engine. There's Laya behind on his right, driving for Haas there. Braking to third gear, smoothly, again to third gear, smoothly. Controlling his car. Very nicely going into the first, second, third corner. Go tyres onto the curb. Coming into the pits, fireman call me. As John here comes to the finish line, and what is going to be his time? 1:15. And right behind him is Ram, second place. Let's have a look at one of the Red Bull drivers, Floor here. Going as much as on the curbs as he can there, I can see going very wide. And look at this. Third place Floor. Got the podiums. 2 Red Bull drivers on the podium. That is a miracle for them. As there's Toro Rosso going very slowly. Of Stegeru. Maku dropped down to 6th place. Provenza on his hard compound tyres. Barbagello 4th place, 1:16. Sean MC in Toro Rosso 4th place. As our Bogdan comes into the pits. Barbagello off the track, as we can see there a little bit. Coming carefully back onto the track as he speeds up. Farman Cormier is on his outlap. Marco is coming into the pits. The Dark Champion coming out of the pits. They're doing a switcheroo. Trojalurgy comes right round. And on 12th place on hard compound tyres. Still has a long way to go to catch up to his teammate Noko 12 as John is still in 1st place. Here we go, Farm and Call Me. Oh, a little bit of a drift there, saved it though. His Alfa Romeo is just... he's just trying to find so much grip in that Alfa there. He's really pushing it, really trying to get as much as he can out of the car. Look at that. Oh, had to counter steer there a little bit, but very close to the wall. And 15th place, right in front of his teammate there. As there's a second house driver, Vlad Red, on his outlap. As Bogdan is starting his lap in the Mercedes. Has to catch up to his teammate Maku, which is doing very well, holding in 11th place. And Flo is going very slowly. He'll have to come into the pit. Oh, he won't. Nothing is damaged, I can see there. John 114, even better for him. Here comes the Dark Champion. 17th place. John Marco, his teammate, is still in the pits. And here comes ASR Bogdan. Will he beat his teammate? First place for ASR Bogdan. He pushed the car. He got onto the podium. What a marvellous driver he is. Terrific. You got now Vlad Red is coming in. Getting, oh, a little bit of rev there, wrong gear change. But he's coming in 7th place. 1 place away from his teammate. As there's a little hold up in the Red Bull pit. And again, the Ferraris are struggling to make any places they can. As ASR is coming into the pits. Yes, he is. And Maku going slowly. Going very wide there. Didn't get any penalties. But he has nothing to worry about. He's still on the outlap. Let's go on board with Maku for this one. And hope that he'll gain some positions now. Going very tight through here. Maximising the gears. Fourth mode on ERS there. And that is invalidated for him. Unlucky for Maku there. But he has still 6 minutes and 45 seconds to go of the quali. As you can see here, everybody's on the qualifying laps here. As Whelp, Philok, I'm just going to call him Whelp here, is on his soft in a Renault there. Let's go on board. Very nicely through the left-hander. Right. Oh, and he lost it. Unlucky for him. God, that curb. All the drivers are going to have to look out because that curb is going to get them. It's like, don't stay on it for too long, you know, because I will get you. And here we go. Call me 19 in the Alpha. Is coming in and no places for him. And here we go, the two Racing Point cars of Nokotovhan and Troja Leggi. So very interesting, two teammates are battling it out on their qualifying lap. And that's just a little bit of a mistake. I think they should hold a gap between them. As Nokotovhan comes into the pit and Troja gets even closer to his teammate. And here's Provenza. starting his third sector right here, right now. Had fastest sector too. Comes straight to the finish line. First place took the lead from ASR Bogdan in the Mercedes. The McLaren driver is on the pole position now. Now that's a tight battle between Bogdan, Milan and Provenza. So as Bogdan comes into the pits, ASR Bogdan retired from the session. And his Troja, what is he doing? Coming into the pits there. As his teammate is coming out of the pits, Maku lost some positions. The drag champion gained, went up to 17th place here. But his teammate, Lauren Marco, is struggling very much to gain any positions. Two of the Ferrari drivers are really slow in this track. They can't match the pace. But never give up. It's going to be very different in the race. I'm just hoping I thought he's going to spin there a little bit, but no. As I said, never give up, because in a race it will be different. And there's somebody on the track. And that's Noko Topan going very slow, letting the long Marco go past there. Which is a he invalidated the lap. Unlucky for him. As he comes John, 4th place. Starting his another qualifying lap, his hot lap. As you can see, two Red Bull drivers are doing very well on this track. The same with the Williams drivers. Let's go on board with John. Going very tight in that corner there. Smoothly through the chicane. Yeah, the drivers are going to have to look out for the chicane to not cut it that much. Because it is possible. And this part of the track is going to be dangerous as well. Going very close to the wall. And no places for him yet. Still 4th place. Lair comes into the pits there. Lucas Gambrini, as he's letting past Fireman Comey there. Sportsmanship attitude. John has retired from the session. As well as pit, both Williams drivers have retired. And Fireman Comey comes in, and Maku is behind him. 11th place for Maku. Lovely drive for him, lovely. He's in the mid pack there. As there's 25 seconds to go of the qualifying lap. So we have aerial view of Troja as he's going through the chicanes there. Going down to the stadium section. One of the Ferraris is right in front of him. Good feeling that's Dark Champion. And now the Ferrari is behind him. Everybody lets each other pass, and that is what it's all about in the qualifying. Troja, 5th place, Mako down to 12th place, Floor to 6th place, and this is the grid. But maybe there's still some people on the outer laps, as Lucas Gambrini went very wide off track. He had slid there, presumably. Lone Marco disqualified from the session. The Dark Champion has invalidated his lap time. So both Ferrari drivers are going to struggle a lot in this championship, this Grand Prix. And this is the grid for the race. Provence in the McLaren 1st place, 2nd place ASR Bogdan in Mercedes, Milan in Red Bull Racing 3rd place, 4th place John Trojalegi, 5th place in Racing Point, Floor Red Bull 6th place, Pit F1 Williams 7th place. And I'll carry on the list as we get the results. And here we go. Provenza, McLaren, 1st place. SR Bogdan, Mercedes, 2nd place. Milan, Red Bull, 3rd place. John Williams, 4th place. 5th place, Troja Racing Point. 6th place, Floor Red Bull Racing. 7th place, Pit F1 Williams. 8th place, Lair in the Haas. 9th place, No Code Racing Point. 10th place, Lucas Renault. 11th place, Vlad Red Haas. 12th place, Barbagello McLaren driver. 13th place, Mako Mercedes. And the list goes on, as we can see. So now let's get ready for the race. And we go, our race session starts in 20 seconds. So place your bets on who will win the Mexican Grand Prix. As we are just waiting for the drivers to ready up, as you can see here. So we are still waiting for the 2 drivers. And this is something Codemasters have to fix in the games. And here we go. One of the Alpha drivers has left. He got disconnected, I presume. Now it's Vlad. And he has joined back. But let's hope he'll be in the race. Yeah, this is something Codemasters have to fix, because this is just... And here we go. Here's our formation lap then. 2 drivers are out of the race. And I have no idea what is going on right now. And everybody seems to be leaving the session. So yeah. Looks like I have to leave the session as well. And this is just beautiful, to be honest. I'm sorry for that. Just bear with me. Oh, we're done. I have no idea what's happening, but I think 2 of the drivers have disconnected. Okay then. Wow. It happens. What can we do? It happens. Yeah, restarting the lobby. Yeah, so who thinks is gonna who is gonna win the Mexican Grand Prix? Who do you think it will be? Because it's very interesting in what your opinion is gonna be. Fancy new looks, multiplayer, F1 customization showroom, classical cars. Now this is one of my favorites here, from 1976, the Ferrari 312 T2, driven by Niki Lauda, and 76 McLaren M23D. That's my second best car. That is just, when I found out about 1976 season, I just went for F1 like that. To be honest, this is, for me, this is the best season in F1. The rivalry between James Hunt and Niki Lauda. But from the rest, no. When I was a kid, I always loved Michael Schumacher in his 2004 Ferrari or 2007. Like, no, he didn't drive in 2007. Yeah, 2004. I just love Schumacher's career in Ferrari. That's when I started to love Ferrari cars that much. But then I grew up and yeah, watched the film Rush, and that's how I got into just researching the '76 season, like from ground up. It was just amazing. Here we are back in the lobby. %, race. Yes, this is. What was your if anybody of you are watching, what was your best season and why? Here we go. There's one more driver left because there was 20 drivers. One more driver has to. Well, he doesn't have to, but he can join into the race. Yes, 2 drivers are ready. I'll be back in a bit. A little break. Hello, welcome back. As as you, can, as you can see on my screen, we are just waiting for Stagaru. And there, hello my friend, hello to you. I'm happy that people are watching the stream. I am just very, very happy. Oh, it's cloudy. Will there be any chance of a rain maybe in this race? Intermediates to wets. Loads of sliding about. And the drivers will have to concentrate maybe 5 times more. Now it's Noko Tofhan, which has left the session. And I don't think anybody will quit because everybody's on their formation laps. Oh, a little bit of a spin out from Farman Caught Me there. And there's Maku. Sean MC right behind him, and Farman Caught Me on the starting line. Looks like they got disqualified from warming up the tyres, and again, more people were like going very slowly. And here's the leader. Provenza in a McLaren, Bogdan in Mercedes, Milan in Red Bull, John in Williams, Troja in Racing Point, Floor in Red Bull, Pitt, I can't see them, so let's go back to Floor here. Oh no, they got disqualified again with Lair as well, Lucas Gambarini as well, Vlad in 11th place for Haas, Bob Jello McLaren, Mako for Mercedes disqualified, Sean MC, Toro Rosso disqualified, 15th place, Farman Komi, Alfa Romeo, 15th place disqualified, Stago for Toro Rosso, 16th position, Welp for Renault, as Stago goes right behind him. So again, Welp for Renault in 17th place, Doug Champion Ferrari, 18th place, Rams, Alfa Romeo, 19th place, Lamy Marco, 20th place. So the pressure is on for both of the Red Bull drivers and one of the McLaren drivers, Provenza here, as he will have to defend from the whole pack right behind him. And the most pressure that will have to be put on any other team is going to have to be made by the Ferraris. Because the Ferraris either gain positions to gain some points or just go their own race. As everybody is lining up here. And here we go. Getting ready for the green lights. And green lights are away, and away we go on a Mexican Grand Prix. As you can see, John is going around the inside. Second place, Sar Bogdan, 3 wide there with the Red Bulls. Troja Ledridge trying to make any move here around the inside, but no, a little bit of contact there between Bogdan and Milan. Some people are going on the grass there. Two Huskers are staying together. And there's a crash. There's a huge crash there. Lucas Gambarini, Roger as well. Everybody is so huddled up together. Look at that, Rams is trying to go round the outside of Marco in a Ferrari. The Ferrari took some positions there. Staying together. Marco has spun out. He had a contact with Welp, which I presume. Yes, Welp lost the whole front wing. Very unlucky for those two drivers. SR Bogdan is fighting with Milan for 4th place, as if he prevents it, is still in the lead, extending the gap from John in a Williams. Now it's all about the slipstream here, as Floor is gaining and gaining. I go, two Huskers are battling it out. The same, loads of overtakes. Maku in 10th place, yellow flag, safety car, unlucky. Here we go, coming into the pits, front wing and soft tyres as well. Medium tyres, here we go. Front wing got changed, I presume. As though Marco got held up. Here we go, pit F1 has a long way to catch up to his teammate, but the safety car might be a good thing for him. Go, one of the Mercedes cars and two Red Bull drivers are sticking as close as they can together. As McLaren and the Williams are just by themselves. And right behind ASR Bogdan, there's two Williams, there's two Haas cars just waiting to overtake him. Farman Kum is right behind Maku. Right behind Farman Kum is Lucas and Renault. All the back markers have to catch up to the safety car. That's going to be very interesting restart of the race. Yes, we are just on the 3rd lap. 3rd lap out of 36 laps. Lucas Gambarini, 5-second penalty, exceed the track limits. Very unlucky for him. Mako holding up in 10th place there. As one of the drivers is vigorously lagging out. But look at Malone Marco here, right behind everybody, struggling to keep up. Warming up his medium compound tyres. Trying to extend the gap so he can heat up his brakes. Safety car is in this lap, as I say. Safety car is in this lap as this floor. What is happening here? Why would you overtake on a safety car? I don't understand this. Just stay in your lanes. Stay in your positions. Don't go so close to each other. As Ramps got 5-second penalty collision with pit F1. And here we go, the race is on the way. Look at this. John is getting chased by Floor. SR is chasing it out here. As pit F1 is into the pits, everybody took everybody out. Go around the inside, John. Look at this, round the outside, trying to make it stick. Look at this race in here. Fly is trying to get the position back. And right behind him is his teammate. And Lucas Gambrini is out on the track there. But the racing in front is very, look at this, SR is trying to defend. Maku is chasing down Stegaroo in the Toro Rosso. But again, Provenza is making the gap bigger between the floor and himself. Going very close to each other, the two Williams are going to have to be very careful with the teammates, for God's sake. And there's loads of overtakes as somebody spun. No, nobody spun there. Going, oh, look at those Ferraris go. Look, Marco, 14th place. What a lovely overtaking there. Now Ramps is behind Barbagello. Will he go around the inside? Will he go defensive, Ramps? No. Look at this. Barbagello 15th position now, gained 1 place. Now Ramps is under pressure from the Dark Champion, as Lucas is right behind, watching everything. Let's have a look here. A little bit of a contact looks here there. And look at this. Lucas is just watching everything from behind. He prevents the fastest lap of the race. Dark Champion going very slowly there. 63 yellow flag. And here we go. Lucas Gambrini is chasing down Ramps. As side by side is Renault, Welp and Lone Marco here. And no, Lone Marco doesn't go for the move yet. Look at this dive, trying to. Ooh. Ramps tries to defend himself there. Dark Champion is in the pits because of this penalty. And there's some people on hard compound tires. Look at this, Lone Marco going very close to Welp's rear there. What a lovely racing there. Let's check the top 10 drivers here, as here we go. Maku under pressure from Farman Colme there in Alpha, and trying to overtake Stegaroo. As this overtakes in Lone Marco is pushing the Ferrari engine, as both of the drivers behind him are trying to get his slipstream and overtake him. And going around the outside, here comes the Renault driver of Welp. Look at this, both drivers overtook Lone Marco with no pressure. Oh, a little bit of a wiggly tail there from Welp, but still managed. And here we go, round the outside comes Lone Marco. Oh, cuts him off there. And that should be for now the end of the little fight, as Lucas Gambrini is catching up to them. Provenza extend the gap even more. Everybody's stuck together. ASR Bogdan still defending from Lair there in Haas. His teammate right behind them. Maku 9th place, gained 1 position there. Farming Komi. Here we go, really catch up. He has DRS on now. Look at that pull, look how he's pulling there. Going around the inside. Stego didn't even try to defend. What a beautiful move there by Stegaroo. And here we go, Whelp. Here we go, some overtaking. Flot overtook John. And now his teammate is going to have to do the same. As Leo pushed out of the track. There's our Bogdan. And Bogdan is trying to make it stick around the inside. No, going straight right behind him. Trying to take his slipstream there. Okay, let's look at the battle from the behind. Look at this, a little bit of a luck up there from Lair. What a beautiful drive. They're trying to go around the inside. No, he won't get the chance. As his teammate nearly rammed him. And Tarasu is just getting closer and closer. Maku is starting to slowly struggle to keep up. I think he needs to pit. Look at this. Troja versus Stegaroo here. For the 11th place. And Stegaroo's tyres, look at that slide. Stegaroo's tyres are completely gone now. I don't know why he's trying to fight. Look at that, touch the wall there. No, just go into the pit. Everybody on the softs just go into the pits. Yeah. First person to come into the pits is Milan. So that's a good strategy by him. And there's a little bit of contact made between Whelp and Stegaroo. Look at Stegaroo struggling. Lost grip and nearly took out. Look at this. He nearly took out Whelp there. Look at his front wing. His end plate is completely gone. So Stegaroo's tyres didn't hold up as much as he wanted to. And it's Pit F1 trying to catch everybody, even though he doesn't have to, because everybody's going to have to come into the pits now, as everybody is struggling for grip. As the Barbagello is trying to fight Troja here in Racing Point. Even though his tyres have no more grip, he's still trying to push. Unbelievable. Let's look at the two Haas cars. One of them is coming to pits, one of them is staying out. And right behind him is Sean MC. Maku as well staying out. Everybody on the softs are staying out. Going a little bit wide there, lost a bit of time to floor. Look at this, no grip on the tyres anymore. Look at floor. Look, look how slow they have to go into the corner. Look at this slide they're doing. Now is the time to come to the pits and change the tyres, because this is a catastrophe. Here we go. Welp is coming out of the pits, but here's Provenza, the leader of the race, and right by him is Floor. Got a 5-second penalty there. Go Provenza, hard compound tyres, and again he's on the. And no, Sean MC is still on soft tyres. The same with Barbagello on soft tyres. I can't believe this. Look at this. He's going even slower. He needs to pit now before he gets a puncture. Maku comes into the pits for medium compound tyres. So he's going to go a little bit faster than the hard compound tyres. SR Bogdan. His teammate is putting some pressure on Floor here. Maku all by himself for now. Nobody to fight with, nobody to. Now he just needs to maximize the entry and the exit out the corners. Pit of one is chasing. Farman Komi has more grip in his tyres than the Williams driver in front of him. And look how much he gains. Look at this. And the DRS. Boom. Lovely. But he's gaining really fast. He's gaining, but no, it won't be enough for an overtake. Not yet. You'll still have to wait. And here we go. Troja is getting chased by Long Marco on medium compact tyres. Long Marco, second place from last to second place, but he'll have to pit. He will have to pit. Let's look at that battle on board. Long Marco here. Low Marco, 3-second time penalty, unlucky for him. Why would he even cut there? He's gaining on Troja, he's gaining. Troja is going very defensively. Trying to do the switch back. No, it didn't work for Low Marco there. But still, pushing and pushing. Look at this. This a Haas. Vlad Red is under attack from the Toro Rosso right behind him. And the Toro Rosso is in the Haas sandwich. Now either Sean MC gets out of there, or he'll have to be overtaken by two of the Toro Rosso cars, because the person in front will hold him up for sure, so his teammate can catch up. And here we go, round the inside. Look at this. What a beautiful move by Sean MC. Round the inside, going down to the hairpin. Coming out of the stadium section there. Lovely move as Barbagello finally came in for his pit stop. Medium compound tyres there. Good strategy for him. Maku overtook Barbagello in the pits. He's in 11th place, chasing down there. As there's a little battle between two Hascars and a Toro Rosso, so Maku has a pretty good chance of catching up to 3 wide there. Look at this. And no, not a spin, no contact at all. And here's Maku getting closer and closer because those 3 are fighting. And Troja, yellow flag for him. What has? I have no idea what has happened, but he might have spun or lost traction there. But let's have a look at the 2 Williams trying to chase down the Toro Rosso now. As Don Marco, look at this. What is happening here? Look at this. Don Marco's going very wide. Lost place to Provenza. And will that be the end? But Provenza is on hard medium compound tyres, about 14 laps old, so he surely has about 40% of tyre wear there. And as you can see, there's a Williams behind both of them. As John gets a 3-second time penalty. As I can see, there's a little battle between Troja and Farman Cormier. Look at that, Troja is going around the inside. Will he make it move? No, he won't make the move. Not yet as well. It's going to be nearly a 4-way battle between those 4. Look at that. Barbagello is very, very close to Troja Ledge's rear. I'm going a little bit on the grass there. Look at that! That was a... No. That was not on. That was... No. No, 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 no. Either he rammed into him... Oh my god, a crash. Troja Ledge just... And there was no lockup smoke, so he didn't even try to brake. I couldn't see any lockup smoke. Let's look at both of the Hess cars there. So Troja, the fastest driver in F2, but it looked like he tried. As John is trying to chase down V Provenza. Going back on the racing now. I just wish I could do a replay of this because it didn't look like he had braked. It just looked like he just went straight into him. And there we go, John is either catching up to him, but right now he's Provenza is making the gap bigger. As Troja is out of the race. He went off track. Unlucky for a person. But still, we are in the race. Lap 18 out of 36. We are still in the race. Lauren Marco is in the pits finally. So John again gets the second place. Bogdan on the podium for his Mercedes team. Both of the Haskars. One of them is coming in. What will there be? Will there be any strategy? Will there be hards, mediums? Yeah, it's back onto the mediums. Here we go. As Maku in the 6th place, safety car, yellow flag again. Some people thought he's coming into the pits for the medium compound tyres for his Red Bull team. Milan on his hot compounds, which is a very interesting strategy for both of them. Pit F1 mediums. Stagger coming out into the pits. Everybody that were on hards are coming back for the mediums, which is very, very interesting. But not the first 6 drivers. They're not coming in to the pits yet, I think. As Marco is on 6th place, getting closer and closer to his teammate. His drive is still excellent to this point. So concentrating on what line he has to take, how defensively he has to go. But now, Lauren Marco's 7th place will put some pressure on Maku. Half of the grid still has to catch up to the racing car. And Farman Cormier has DNF'd. Yes, Farman Cormier has crashed out of the race. So 2 drivers are out. Unlucky for them. Ramps coming into the pits. So the only driver on soft tyres is going to come for the mediums now. Or maybe the hards, and he'll go straight for it. And hard compound tyres, so he might go to the end with those. But still, he'll have a lot of work to do to catch up to the people that are on medium tyres. But medium tyres wear well more than hard compound, so there might be half a half chance for him. But still, we'll see him again after the restart of the race. Let's see, we go with the first 3. Look at this. Williams in 2nd place, Provenza in McLaren 1st place, and SR Bogdan 3rd place, Sean MC 4th place, Vlad 5th place in the Haas, Marco right behind him in a Mercedes 6th place, like Marco Ferrari 7th place. In a Red Bull, there's Milan in 8th place, Barbagello McLaren 9th place, Laya right behind him in the Haas, Floor in Red Bull Racing 11th place, Pit F1 in 12th place in the Haas. In a Renault, there's Lucas 13th place, Stegaro in Toro Rosso 14th place, the Dutch champion in a Ferrari 15th place, Welp Renault 16th place, and in Alfa Romeo there's Ramps in 17th place. So this is a grid for now, as we can see. Still, 2 more people have to catch up to, or maybe 4 more people have to catch up to the safety car. Let's have a look at the floor here. As you can see, not warming up his tires yet, just waiting for the straight, I think. Safety cars in this lap. So let's go back to the front. Look at how close they are. Look at this. A little bit of contact there between Sean MC and Bogdan. Low markers to 7 place. Here we go. And there we go, back to the racing here. Provenza's in the lead, John right behind him, SR Bogdan, 4th place, Sean MC, Vlad, Lone Marco overtook. Marco is out of the race, he has spun out, look at this. And that is, I think, the race for him. Yes, he has stopped his car now. He's coming to pits. And that is very unlucky for him, as there's Milan in a Red Bull fighting the Ferrari card engine. Look at this. Dark Champion as well, fighting the Toro Rosso. And now Maku is coming out for the soft, so that means that he will push as fast as he can onto this track. Look at this. But that means that he will still have to come to the pits for the mediums, so I don't think if that's a good strategy for him. Sean MC is chasing Maku's teammate Bogdan there. Floor. Stego trying to keep away from right, which is right behind him. Rams. Lucky for Maku, he didn't get overlapped there. So he's starting his 3rd sector. Okay, Flo is getting closer and closer to Bob Jallo in a McLaren. While still trying to defend from the Williams driver pit F1. And look how close he is to the rear of that McLaren car. He's just getting closer and closer, but there's no place to overtake as that chicane in front of them. So he has to wait for the DRS and the straight. The back straight there. As John is getting closer and closer to Provenza. And DRS is enabled there. The floor. Look at this, Don Marcos pushing it. Just to be in front of Milan. Just so we can get more points. Maku, the fastest set lap on Mexico here, on his soft. That means that he is really pushing for the pace, pushing for everything he can gain out of that gap that he has to ramps. He has 15 seconds, 700 of a second to ramps here, and he's still pushing. Look at that, going around, trying to go around the inside of that little hairpin there. Like Marco. And right behind him are there, look at this, and the hat's just try and look at just using that slipstream, maximizing it, trying to go around the inside. Will he go? Yes, he will. A little bit of a lock up there on this right front tire, but that wasn't enough to make it stick. Yes, everybody is open up. As you can see, that Red Bull. Look at that again. Mako with the fastest lap time. He's getting closer and closer with every single lap, with every single sector. And there's a little fight between Marco and Lair. As though Marco is trying all he can to go around the inside, and he did. What a wonderful drive from Marco there, from last to 7th place. But still, he has Vlad, another Haskar, in front of him. So will he be able to overtake Vlad? And now Provenza has to go defensive. Going around the inside, there's a McLaren car going around the inside, there's Williams. Going into the second corner, third corner, and who will it be? Provenza has lost a place. 3 wide, look at this, lovely racing there. ASR in first place, going round the inside. And that is a move well done for Bogdan there. There's a heated battle between those 3. As Bogdan is gaining. And Mako is as well gaining now, from 15 second to 5 second gap. As you can see there, he saved a little drift. His rear wheels must be heated up now. And look at this, little bit of overtaking here. A little bit of switchback from there. That was beautiful. Floor overtook Pit F1. Pit F1 overtook Barbagello. I can't believe what is happening. I can't take control of all of this. There's so much stuff going on. This is 3 wide now. Look at this. As Pitt in the house got in front of Lucas in the Williams and Ferrari car, and both of them are stuck right behind him, and there's a huge lockup. Dark Champion trying to get the place as Lucas is trying to defend here. But what is this? Let's go on board with Maku here. We can see that he's really catching up to Rams, but Maku's wheels look like they need to pit on lap 8 or lap 9. As we can see from other cars at the beginning, lap 8 was the total destruction of those tires. They had to pit because they were literally sliding everywhere, but Maku is not giving up. And again, there's a little battle starting to evolve over the podium, and Lone Marco again fighting with Barbagello. And Lone Marco goes wide, but still in front of Barbagello. Let's go on board with Lucas here, or maybe... Look at this, loads of contact made between those 2 cars. The Dark Champion is struggling. His teammate is trying to hold them up. But look at that, going way too slow. The downforce isn't working. Pit F1 cuts the track. And there we go. The back markers are Ramps and Maku. Ramps is down to the last place of the Grand Prix. And here we go again. A little bit of a battle here. Going defensive. Maku 3-second penalty. But it's just this battle here. It's just this little midfield. Look at the little lockup from Bob Jello and McLaren there. Sector 3, yellow flag. And that was Maku. He has spun again. Lost grip in the tyres. That is just... It isn't going too well for him. I'm ashamed to say it, but it isn't going very well for him. As he's coming into the pits again, coming in for the mediums. All that work for nothing. He'll have to go back out there and again push as hard as he can. But everybody are gonna come into the pits because look how old the laps are. The tires are old. 10 laps, 9 laps, 18 laps, 17, 16 laps. They will surely enough have to come into the pits. So Michael either will catch up to Ramps or it's just race over for him. And there's Maku's teammate first place. Lucas is going very defensive. Again, trying to defend as much as he can. And there's contact there between Flo and some other driver. I didn't see what car he was in. But no damage, I think. No damage. And there was another contact between the Dark Champion and Lair. Now this is getting really close. Everybody's making contacts. They'll have to change the front wings. So now definitely Maka will try to maximize his pace and try to overtake someone as there's a little fight. Oh, as you can see there, contact between John and Provenza. And Provenza has lost the lead. Lost the podium. And now Bogdan is free to go. He has the gap he wanted. So now all of the drivers have to work their arse off. And here we go. Dark Champion putting pressure on Lucas Gambarini there. As Lucas Gambarini is lagging. Going smoothly, just trying to catch up to his teammate, and his teammate went wide and he lost the position there. Very unlucky for Marco. As Flo is going round the outside. One of the Hescars pit F1. There went very wide indeed. Marco's still by himself, still trying to catch up, but we can't lose our hopes for him. Provenza. Is defending from Milan. Lair is in pits on his... Lair retired from the session. I think that's the race ended for him now. And there's a little battle between... Oh, a little bit of contact there between Marco Dark Champion and one of the Renault drivers. It's going to be very interesting to watch. Let's have a see here. What unveils in front of our eyes. Will one of them go wide again? Not that wide, but still keeping it on the track, on the curb. Though Marco is losing a little bit of time to his teammate, as his teammate is trying as much as he can to overtake the Renault driver, and he will go around the inside. Easily done, easily said. What a beautiful move there by the Dark Champion. Barbagello. Everybody is getting loads of penalty. Lazio Marco disqualified from the race. Received too many penalties. Unlucky for the driver for the Ferrari. And Marco is still going on, coming up to the chicane on the stadium bit. Coming out of it. There was Lazio Marco's car there. Lazio Marco unfortunately left the session. Let's have a look over here. Barbagello versus Vlad for the 6th place. Marco 3-second time penalty. And the McLaren isn't pulling enough. Look at this. Even though he has DRS, he isn't pulling. And with that, he lost loads of time. And Dark Champion is catching up to both of them. It's Flo driving at his own pace. 10th place is good for him, I think. I think he wants to be higher, but for now, he has to be in this position. As our Bogdan is going really fast in this race. 22nd lap on his medium tyres, 23rd lap now. He'll go right to the end. 2 more laps remaining of the Mexican Grand Prix. Will there be any more overtaking? Will there be any more of drama? As you can see here, Barbagello is chasing down Vlad. He's going to go around the inside. Look at that. Vlad not even trying to go defensive there, because he knows it's lost for him. And that was a smooth operator move there for Barbagello. And here we go. Charles MC is putting loads of pressure on the McLaren. The Toro Rosso is gonna. Toro Rosso is just literally a machine. You just don't want the driver behind you, but still. And Maku has spun out again, and that is just a bad race. He got overlapped now, as you can see. So there is no point of him racing. He should just retire for now. I'm sorry to say this, but Maku, unlucky for you. Going hards, that's going to be even bad. Sean MC is chasing down Provenza. Last lap. And there we go. A little bit of overtaking here. Done. Dark Champion overtook Vlad. Now he's... And Lucas as well has overtook Vlad. Look at the racing here. On the last lap, a little bit of overtakes, a little bit of a huge luck up from Gambarini there. Now the Dark Champion is chasing Barbagello. As here comes the last sector. ASR Bogdan in Mercedes. What a beautiful drive from him. Here we go. Bogdan first place. John first place. Provenza first place. Mako again spun out. I can't believe it. So Provenza took first place. Lucas, then it's behind him Floor. Then it's Pit F1, Welp, Stegaroo, Rams and Maku. So this is results for. So now we just wait for our results. This was a very exciting race at Mexico here. Loads of overtaking, a little bit of safety cars going on there. Pretty much huge amount of spin outs, as I would say, from a couple of drivers there. But the race was absolutely amazing. And Maku finishes the race in the pits. And that is it. That is the end of the Mexican Grand Prix. We'll have a look at the results here. Look at the podium. There we go. Provenza in the lead. It was a very, very adrenaline rushed race for the drivers. And here we go. Here is the results. So Provenza McLaren, John Williams, Toro Rosso third place, Milan Red Bull, Barbagello McLaren, sixth place Vlad Haas, seventh place Mercedes, eighth place Floor, ninth place Dark Champion in Ferrari, 10th place Lucas Gambarini in Renault, 11th place Welp in the Renault, Pit F1 in Williams 12th place, Tagaru 13th place in Toro Rosso, and the list goes on. So thank you all for watching this race of Mexican Grand Prix. I hope to see you on the next. And I wish everybody to have fun, to be honest. And thank you for watching. Goodbye.